All right, everybody, welcome to Southern Diecast Challenge. And you should know by watching the short videos this week that we have JDM, who has challenged American Muscle. Oh, yeah. I pulled some of the fan favorites like the Root Beer Chevelle, one of my favorites as well. And oh, yeah, the Clown Funny Car. We have a very interesting Volkswagen here. I'm hoping that runs good. I don't have too many VWs that are fast. And for a couple of newbies, we got Max Steel in the gray, mid-meal, and that beautiful maroon. Oh yeah, street wiener. Hey, we had to try the street wiener because of what happened with that Hot Wings just a couple weeks ago. And Dior 3, we got to try the Dior 3 because that Dior 2 last week, being the villain car, gave him a run for that money. And how about a real old school Mustang? Metal on metal opening hood. What a classic that one is. We're going to run these cars today, right here, right now, live. I hope everybody's doing well. How about some unfinished business? Now, last week I had a fan ask for a Batman race against a villain, if anything like that was possible. Well, yes, it is. There's one thing we know in this house, that's our Batman cars. We have the 66 Batmobile, original. And then we have Mr. Freeze. Oh, yeah. So let's start things off. Finishing up a little business from last week. We're going to run the Batman up against Mr. Freeze for our first race, y'all. This is going to be a great episode. I'm glad y'all joined in for the live. Don't forget to press that like button on your way out. If you like this kind of content, let's get it going. Little unfinished race right here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, Mr. Freeze, my goodness. 248.6. Hey, Mr. Freeze. That's a good time, dude. The Batmobile 2953, not very great at all. We'll give it a second round. Y'all, to be honest, I have one of these Batmobiles, and it's the FTE car. And I know it's pretty swift. That's why I did not get it out. I wanted to be fair to all you boys and girls that be watching the show. I didn't want to cheat and get out one that I knew was a winner. So here we go with round two between Mr. Freeze and an original 66 Batman Batmobile. Oh yeah, what a way to start it, right? Mr. Freeze kicking butt. 2494, 293 out of Batmobile. He slung it sideways at the end of a track there. That's kind of cool. But yeah, 249.4. We're going to have to keep an eye on this fantasy car right here because he's turning some good lap times. 248 before. Batmobile, you're just gonna hang out down here. Mr. Freeze, we will get back to you. I'm gonna put you over here in our known to be winners circle for sure, for sure. Now, a couple other cars we're gonna keep our eye on is that Hot Wheels 500 with the 5-dot wheels. I'm sure one of these new cars we just opened up will be some good racing for it. And this little Triumph FTE car. Got to keep my eye on that one because that car was starting to turn some pretty good laps. So yeah, JDM against American Muscle. If y'all been watching the short videos this week, this little Honda CRX got to go on Monday. I'm not a fan of purple, but that Spectra Flame purple with them Ultra Hots looks awesome. Let's see what he's got for the Mustang Mach 1. Oh yeah. As advertised, as promised y'all, JDM against American Muscle. I mean, come on now. Can't get much better than that. Let's roll them. Sure do appreciate y'all tuning in today. For real, for real. Oh, surprising. The Mustang pulls out a win at 250, solid to a 251.6. Let's set him up again for round two. I like how even the taillights are on that CRX. That's awesome. 250 solid for the Mustang. Mustang bringing home the win against JDM. Y'all know that is the theme this week, JDM against American Muscle. Oh yeah, let's see if the Mustang Mach 1 can win round 2 and start things off right, huh? I'm a muscle car fan. Love them 4 barrels. Oh, he was catching up. He beat him that time. 2514 to a 2518. Look at that, y'all. That is going to call for a round 3. We got 1 win each. There has to be some sort of decision. He just barely beat him, though. Let's switch the lanes one more time. Here I was bragging on the Mustang Mach 1, and it falls off. Come on now. Little CRX caught him sleeping, right? Ooh-wee. Here we go, y'all. JDM against American Muscle. Got him again. What an upset. 251 to a 251-1. That was super duper close. Honda showing out, y'all. Alrighty, we're going to keep up our little tab here. American Muscle lost that one, y'all. That is horrible. All right, American Muscle done lost one. JDM won one with that very beautiful Honda CRX. Wow. Already taken out. Already taken out. Let's see. Pull the Nissan Silvia. Now, just to be fair, this week all the short videos, that 32 Ford is representing American Muscle. So we won't run it tonight during this live. We got plenty of other cars to test. JDM against American Muscle. So let's see. What should we run the Silvia against? Usually pretty fast. I say we pull this one. Isn't this a Duster? It is. Yes, Plymouth Duster in the red, white, and blue livery. Check that out. What a beautiful Plymouth Duster that is. Of course, the Nissan is not too bad either. So here we go. Race number 2, JDM against American Muscle. Who's going to pull it off? Let's find out. Wow, that was close. That was, God, y'all. Did I pair him up good or what? 2477, 2478. Unbelievable. I paired him up that close. Wow. Very, very tight race. Let's look at that again. Ooh, 2477. So far, JDM bringing home the win against the Duster, but only by a little bit. Wow. Okay. We're going to switch the lanes, y'all. You know how we do. Nissan Silvia, Plymouth Duster, JDM challenges American Muscle. Let's see what happens. 2477 would be the time to beat. And the Duster fights back with a 2489. The Nissan slowed up to a 249. Both of them slowed up, really. But the Duster answers back, y'all. What a matchup. 1 win apiece. We need a tiebreaker. 2489. Looks like the Plymouth Duster has woken up. Mopar or no car, right? Let's see. Plymouth Duster back to lane 2. Nissan Silvia back to lane 1. All right. 2489 is the new time to beat. We got 1 win each. This is the tiebreaker. Who's going to win, JDM or American Muscle? Let's find out. Oh, how about that? 2474 to a 249. American Muscle has answered. Nissan Silvia sure did try. It won the first round, but not the last 2 that counted. So, let's see. Losers over there. Winners over here. So far we have 1 win for JDM and 1 win for American Muscle in this shootout between JDM and American Muscle. We'll get back to that in just a second. We have some other cars to open up. Check out this Volkswagen. And all I did was open the case and make sure The wheels turn good. That way it would at least perform, right? So let's pull the Camaro convertible. See how it rolls against a Volkswagen. Now, if you follow my show, then you know I've had this Camaro convertible for quite a while. It's one of my faster Camaros, but not the fastest. So let's see what the Volkswagen's doing against some American muscle. Here we go, y'all. Got a new car on the track. That Volkswagen, that is slow, God. Camaro ran a 250.5303 out the Volkswagen. Whoa, that is horrible. All right, well, let's hear one for the Camaro guys like myself. Yeehaw. 250.5, time to beat. Looks like the Camaro trying to bring home a win for American muscle. Nice. We have this cool little Volkswagen. I hate to say it, but I really like that Volkswagen. I like those body lines. Definitely looks European to me. Here we go. Is the Camaro gonna take him down round 2, just like round 1? Yeah, he is. And it wasn't going that fast either. 2518 is really not that fast on this track. But here we go. Volkswagen loses to the Camaro. American muscle wins. Not bad, not bad. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I was hoping that Volkswagen was gonna do a little bit better. That's kind of what I wanted to see, something a little bit better. Let's roll some fantasy cars. I'm very curious about this Max Steel. And we got mid-mill. Very nice. Let's check it out. See how they do on the tracks. I mean, you can't skip over fantasy cars. There's a bunch of fantasy cars out there that are very quick. I'm not sure if this gray Max Steel is one of them. I believe the blue one is, but I didn't have a blue one handy, so here we go. Max Steel, mid-mill. Racing for the fun of it. God, Max Steel gone on him. 2498. That's not bad, Max Steel. Not bad at all. 287 is terrible, y'all. Terrible. Let's see what the Max Steel can do. It's got them little thin tires up front. I'm sure that has a little something to do with it, but so does this one. 2498. Time to beat. Let's see if Max Steel can bring home another win. Why not? Here, I thought the mid-mill was going to have the advantage with its length, but it's just too slow. But Max Steel showing out. That is awesome. Got us a little fantasy car race going on. Here we go. Max Steel, can you do it twice? That's the question. Let's find out. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. 2491. Looking like Max Steel's going to be a little one to keep my eye on, because it's already underneath the 250 time. Okay. I'm paying attention now. Mid-mill, not so fast, not so good. I'm going to stick you over here with the not so impressive pile. Unfortunately, we end up with some of those at the end of the show. Max Steel showing out. A win's a win. Of course, that wasn't a JDM Challenges American Muscle race, but it was a good race nevertheless. Next, you know me. I like my funny cars. All I did was open the package, make sure these wheels turned. Let's see what it does, right? We got the Clown funny car, which is the Ford Probe body style. Very popular. Very heavy. Let's see, what shall we pull to go up against the Clown? How about Chewy? I mean, why not? Same body style, same silliness, right? We'll just call this a silly funny car race. Ford Pro body style, Chewy against the Clown car. Wow, okay. Here we go with some heavyweights, y'all. We ought to see some pretty good times. Chewy showing out, 2498. 263 out of the newbie. Oh, that is not fast at all, clown. So I guess he's not worried about getting a good time tonight. He's just clowning around. Ha 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 ha. 2498. That's what Chewy got. 2498 is good enough to be in the top tier where he's at. We'll run him again and see what happens. We got the clown in lane 1 and Chewy in lane 2. Oops. Here we go, y'all. Let's see if Chewy can keep it going. Just a second ago, we got a 2498. Not a fast time, but good enough. Got a little slower, 2505, 261.1 out of the newbie. Not impressive at all. And then he crashes my car at the end, y'all. Gosh darn. Crashed my car, man. Why did he crash Chewy? Well, this little clown need to go to the speed shop. Because unfortunately, it is not so impressive. Wow. But Chewy, good funny car, good funny car. A lot of people's had a lot of good races with that funny car. These are all my funny cars because they are 65 grams and over in weight. Hershey's sitting at the top like usual. You also notice a true classic. This Firebird funny car from way back. That is a classic. You'll see the white stripe on the back window, signifying it's been to the speed shop. Look at them big old wheels in the back. Well, since we're here, let's race it. Let's not just talk about it, right? That is a good looking Firebird. So we have another Firebird, why not? Keep everything matched up like we've been doing. This is the T-Rex Firebird funny car. That T-Rex is highly sought after by collectors. You know, Jurassic Park and everything. Here we go. Let's do us one more funny car race, y'all. Come on. We looking for some good speed here. Oh, T-Rex laying down a 2485. 254 by the classic. Not impressive, but, well, I guess it's better than nothing for a 30, 40-year-old car, right? Not bad for something that probably shouldn't even roll to begin with. Let's get him back to the starting line. See if the T-Rex can beat his own 2485. Because you never know. It could always fall on its face and get kicked out. Because that happens to a lot of cars, y'all. Just know every car that you open up is 50-50 on whether it's going to be fast or slow. And your results will differ from mine. You could buy the same exact car at the same exact store, and it could be fast and mine could be slow. Here we go with round 2 between T-Rex and this other classic Firebird funny car, 2485. Time to beat. Let's see what happens, y'all. It's exciting. I like these heavyweights. T-Rex showing out. 2476 to a 2533. Without a doubt, they belong in the spots they are in. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Wow. Again, I want to thank everybody for showing up today, showing up for the live. Thank you for watching the replay. And we are 10 minutes away from our favorite game that I created for this show called What's in That Trailer? Oh, that's all you're going to see. Yeah, we play that at 30 minutes into the video. What's in that trailer? That's what we do. Right now, we're going to cruise over here and put our funny cars back up because you always put your cars back where they came from so you don't have to do it later. Got to pick up after yourself, you know what I mean? I got a bunch more classics over there that need some work to get them rolling good again. I'm telling you. Some of them old ones are good, and some of them, you just end up making more work for yourself. So let's get back to the JDM Races Challenges American Muscle. Let's pull this Nissan, one of everybody's favorite. Also from the 5-pack. Let's see, this is a Nissan Skyline R32. So, what do you think about this Mustang, huh? All metal. From a long time ago, opening hood. JDM challenges American Muscle. Let's use us, a very nice Mustang, to try and take down a very nice Nissan. Haha. Y'all know how we do. Here we go. JDM challenges American Muscle. Here we go. So far, American Muscle's got 2-1 over JDM. Oh no, that Nissan showing out. It hurt me. 2, 4, 8, and 9 for that Nissan. 280 for the Mustang? Really? Yeah. Wow. It's a classic, but it's not fast, y'all. I'm surprised. Very surprised. The 280. Woo. I wouldn't even ride home about that one. 2, 4, 8, and 9 for the Nissan. Looks like JDM's fighting back with a winner, y'all. Getting scared. I'm going to run this Mustang again. Like I said, it's fresh out of the pack. This Nissan's been around the block or two. It's had a bunch of races. Here we go. Oh, that Mustang blistered him. 2, 4, 8, 1. Without a doubt, JDM is going to bring home a win with that one, beating out a classic all-metal Mustang GT, the opening hood. Let's hear it for JDM. Wow, y'all. Things are getting interesting. Now we have 2 wins for JDM and 2 wins for American Muscle. And these JDMs are taking down some nice muscle, y'all. I mean, look at these. These have been eliminated so far. Whoa-wee. But hey, that's what happens, right? 8 more minutes and we'll find out what's in that trailer. You know that is a game that we play. And like I alluded to earlier, a couple weeks ago, we used a Dior 2 as the villain car, and it beat a lot of cars. So now we got Dior 3 making its debut tonight. So let's pull one of the crowd favorites to go up against him, the Root Beer Chevelle. This Root Beer Chevelle, if you follow my show, then you know it was very fast in the beginning, and then it kind of fell out, and I don't know what it's running today. We're about to find out, though. Here we go, y'all. Will it be a fantasy car or a muscle car? Like you said, I have the exact same Mustang. Ha! I hear you, Diecast Shepherd. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Here we go. Fantasy car and a crowd favorite, the Root Beer Chevelle, going down the track. Oh, that's tight. That was tight, y'all. Look at that. 258.5 to a 258.9. Once again, I have paired them up the run. Dior 3 showing out. Not bad. I'd rather it be in the 248 range, but a win is a win. 258.5 for Dior 3. Take that one to the bank. How interesting is that? I was rooting for the root beer. 258.5. You go with your bad self, Dior 3. Here we go. Second round between these two in this little race right here. Is it going to be fantasy car or muscle car? 258 really is not that fast, y'all. I'm looking for something better than that. Oh, Chevelle got him with a 257.3. Way to go. The Chevelle has warmed up. Nice. Okay. Well, that's one win each, y'all. So you know what we got to do. Now the time has been reset to a 257.3 by the Root Beer Chevelle. Let's see if muscle cars can keep on pulling it out. Although this is not a JDM challenges muscle cars. This is just a little side race. We don't mind a little side race, do we, ladies and gentlemen? 257.3. Time to beat or match by the Chevelle. Let's see what it does this time. Oh, he's showing out. He's showing out. 256 solid to a 259.8. All righty. Well, American Muscle's gonna do it. I forgot to cut my light on, y'all. How silly is that? I usually have one of my lights on down this way. There we go, because that way when we look at the cars, we have a nice light right here. We can check them out. I like them wheels though on the Dior 3. Dior 3 has lost the race. Let's hear it for the American Muscle, Root Beer Chevelle. One of our crowd favorites on this channel. But so far with the JDM challenging American Muscle, we have 2 and 2. Oh my word. Okay. So what else we have left in the American Muscle is we have the Ford Maverick. We have the Dodge Charger 500. Oh yeah, also a crowd favorite. And one of my favorites, I would just tell y'all now, this is my fastest Chevelle, believe it or not. Plastic bottom and a convertible. I cannot believe that Chevelle be running down, or at least it was. So now let's see. Let's pull this Matchbox Nissan 300ZX with the gold wheels. Believe it or not, this Matchbox will run. It's a good classic. So let's run a classic against a classic. Ford Maverick. Here we go, y'all. JDM challenges American Muscle Nissan 300ZX, a favorite when I was in high school, against a Ford Maverick. Here we go. Well, custom Ford Maverick, I should say. Let me get that right. The Nissan 253 against a 268. Wow. That Maverick just handed it to him. Maverick handed it to him. This used to be a fast Maverick. I don't know what happened to him. 253.4 set by the Nissan. Let's set them back up, but switch the lanes. 253.4 by that Nissan 300Z. Matchbox on the track. Let's see if JDM's gonna pull on another win. 253.4. They will take the lead if they do. Oh wow. And he got faster. A 251 solid. Almost fast enough to get into the top ranks, but not quite. 269 from the Maverick is a big old letdown. Oh my goodness, y'all. I did not pair them up well at all, did I? Because now he's in the not so impressive pile. But the Nissan is. So that brings JDM up to 3 wins over 2 on the American Muscle side. Ooh-wee. Y'all, things is heating up. Things is heating up. Oh, we got a minute and a half to find out what's in that trailer over there. Let's run the Street Wiener. I like how it's got a metal bottom. That's a very grounded car. Let's run it up against the Hot Wheels 500. This is one of those races. It's just for the heck of it. Street Wiener is brand new right out of the pack. I only checked to make sure the wheels would roll. That's all. Going against the Hot Wheels 500. One of the cars we're keeping our eye on because it was fast last week. Sure was. You'll see. Street Wiener fell behind 2496 for the Hot Wheels 500 with the 5-dot wheels. Oh yeah, 2496, that's underneath that 250 time. 262 for the Street Wiener, not great. So 2496 is the time. The time to beat. 2496. Who are y'all pulling for? Are you hoping for the Hot Wheels 500? Or you like that Street Wiener with the, hey, that's jalapenos. Nice. You never know. Here we go, y'all. Fantasy car. Well, both of them's really fantasy cars because Hot Wheel 500 is just a model. Here we go. Who could win this fantasy race? Well, we're going to find out. Hot Wheels 500 all the way, running a 2487. Very impressive. 262 by the Street Wiener is not impressive at all. What is impressive is it has a grill on the back. And it opens. So you can, let's see. I can't get it up right this second. So you can stop on the track and grill your wieners. You know, you're going to get hungry while you're racing, right? Sure, why not? 262. Yeah, you might as well just pull over and start cooking. All right, 2487. Nice. Nice, nice. Hot Wheels 500. That car does not disappoint. So, Street Wiener will be added to these cars over here for the not so impressive pile. Hot Wheels 500 goes back to his spot. Nice, nice, nice. So that leaves. Oh, it is time, y'all. It is time for what's in that trailer. Da 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 da. It's the 7-Eleven Toyota Supra. Oh yeah. We're at the 30-minute mark. Oh, come on out there. There we go. Since this is JDM, Challenges American Muscle, your secret car hidden in the trailer, Toyota Supra, 7-Eleven. Let's put him up against Dodge Charger 500. One of the favorites of Steel City Mafia Racing is that Charger 500 because it is proven on this track. And so has the Toyota Supra 7-Eleven. Now this is a great matchup, y'all. Ooh, hold on to your seats. Here we go. JDM challenging real American muscle. Here we go. Oh, the Supra got him. Look at that. A 256 by the Charger. Oh, that's sad. 254.5 by the Toyota Supra, which is highly detailed. License plate, tail lights, headlights. Yeah, I consider that a premium car. 2545, time to beat. Man, maybe the Charger will wake up. Let's find out. 2545, time to beat. So far, JDM is winning the challenge against American Muscle, and that's kind of disappointing to me because I'm a muscle car fan. How about you? Comment below. Here we go. Toyota Supra, Dodge Charger 500. Let's see what happens in round two. Toyota Supra got him fair and square. 254.9 to a 258.4. My goodness. Alrighty. JDM gets another win against American Muscle. Unfortunately, looks like my muscle cars are going down tonight. That is just horrible. So he joins the others that have been beating tonight. Now we have 4 wins for JDM and only 2 for American Muscle. But don't give up, ladies and gentlemen. We have one more race to go. Why not? We have the Mazda. I believe this is a MK3. RX3, excuse me. Mazda RX3. And we're going to pit it against the Chevelle convertible. Let's see what happens, y'all. Come on now. Let's not give up on American Muscle quite yet. Let's pull 2. 1 JDM. 1 American Muscle. Let's see what happens, y'all. Here we go. Round 1 between these two. See what happens. Mazda ran on him. 250.6 to a 259.6. Oh, I talked up the Chevelle, and it did not roll that fast that time. 250. Ooh. Almost a 250 to a 260. That is awful, y'all. Chevelle did not do good at all. I have not raced this Chevelle in quite a while, so it's probably got some dust in the axles, I imagine. It's just been sitting around. My goodness, I should have blowed it off. Here we go with round 2. Who's going to win, a Mazda or a Chevelle convertible? Wow, the Mazda. 2481, laying down a most excellent time, almost busting out a 247 against a 255. Wow, go with your little bad self, Mazda. That's why this little Mazda's still around. He likes to win. Usually the Chevelle does, but golly, that was awful, y'all. Totally awful. My Chevelle, I talked it up, and it just got beaten. Well, I hate to tell y'all, but JDM just won against American Muscle. I mean, look at that. 5-2. That is awful, y'all. Truly awful. But, you know, we're going to keep on racing some more because that's what we do. That's exactly what we do. Let's see. What shall we pick on today? Let's go over here. I'm still curious about number 3 in this weight range. It's faster than ever. Lotus. Let's run number 3 and number 4. Now, even though this is a NASCAR vehicle, it is made by Hot Wheels. It's got Hot Wheels on the bottom. It come out of a Hot Wheels card. So far, I've had pretty good luck out of the Hot Wheels NASCARs. That is a Ford, of course. Look like a Ford Taurus. Oh, Thunderbird, excuse me. Here we go, y'all. Number 3 and number 4 in that weight class. Let's see if they are going to hold their spots or switch around. We got a 2428 out of the NASCAR. Okay. Uh-oh, the FTE done dropped off a little bit. I mean, it was close, but not that close. 2428 for the number 8. How about that? 2428 by the number 8. Let's put them up here for another round. That way they both get a chance to win, and they both get a chance at whatever lane they like, right? Got to be fair. 2428, time to beat. Wow, they were rolling. Woo, 244. How impressive is that? Okay, see, that's why I be running my car sometimes, because now this will be your number 3 car. But is he good enough to take on number 2? Let's find out. We like to play with the top 10, right? We like to go for the fast cars. Y'all didn't know I was going to do that today, but here we are. All right. FTE car is now number 4. Let's pull number 2. Way Too Fast, that I bought from a Goodwill for $1.99, and it had a beat up card. I was thinking the car was probably going to be messed up too, but it was not. I was very surprised for that $1.99. Thank you, Goodwill. You provided a lot of good shopping for me and my family. Here we go. Number 2 and number 3 going at it on the track. 244 was a fast time a second ago. Wow, there's a 244 solid. Put down by none other than Way Too Fast. And that car was quiet. This car has not been to the speed shop, but it is quiet. Wow. 2445 out of the NASCAR. We'll give it one more shot. It was only slightly slower. 2440 going for the number 2 spot, because you never know. Cars fall off. Cars get faster. You just never know what's going to happen on this show, y'all. Here we go. We done switched the lanes. 2440, time to beat. Way Too Fast, protecting his spot so far in second place. God, they were neck and neck. Oh, check it out. 2429. Ooh. Okay, that's the fastest time tonight. Take another look at that. 2429. That NASCAR done broke into the 242 range. So that is 1 win apiece. We're going to roll them again on a 3rd round just to make sure that 2429 is not a fluke. But a 2433 was pretty good, right? I think it was. 2433 is not shabby at all. Wow. This number 8 NASCAR Thunderbird tearing them up. 2429. I hope y'all enjoying this video. Hope y'all enjoying the live feed. Hope everybody's having a blessed hump day. And I hope the rest of your week is too. Here we go. Let's see. 2429. Yep. Let's roll them again. 2429. That was a solid run. God. Way too fast. Got him again, see. Sometimes those fast times can be a fluke. So, we did not beat 2429, but Way Too Fast does have more wins. I say run them again, switch the lanes. Why not? That's why we're here. Let's run them. Run them one more time. We got to be dead serious. Of course, this car got the faster time. That's a toss-up, y'all. More wins or the faster time. Usually it's the faster time. And if we go by that route, then number 8 will get the second spot. Whoever it is going to have to deal with Michael Waltrip. Wow, 2448 to a 2451. I hate to say it, y'all. Way Too Fast has just been bumped down to third. This car just beat Way Too Fast more than once. So here we go. It will go back to the starting gate. Way Too Fast will fall down to third. And we're going to end up with us a NASCAR race, because now Michael Waltrip has been challenged for first seat. Wow. 2 NASCARs on the track at the same time, both made by Hot Wheels. So far, Michael Waltrip has blistered every car that I own. Like, seriously. Nobody's beat Michael Waltrip. Here we go. 2 NASCARs on the track. Who's faster? One's got to be faster than the other. Has to be. Michael Waltrip. 2423. God, he's getting very close to the 241 range. 245 out of number 8. That's not going to get first spot. Not at all. So now the time to beat 2423. Got to beat Michael if you're going to beat somebody, right? 2423, y'all. Wow. Who would have thought that I would find a NASCAR that would run that fast? 2423. Here we go. Round 2. Who's going to be first and who's going to be second? That's what we're going to decide right now. See, look at that. 2415. Fastest time of the night. Now, granted, I will give it to that number 8 car. He did turn around and run a 244.1, which is impressive. But that 241.5 is what's going to keep every other car in the rearview mirror of Michael Waltrip. Hard to believe a NASCAR runs that gosh darn fast, but he does. You just seen it. Number 1, Michael Waltrip. Y'all don't be shy. Hit up the chat. Here we go. Here we go. We got some. Let's run these some more. Why not? These are the winners. Those are the losers over there. So shouldn't we run the winners? I think so. I think so for real. Matter of fact, let's run these 2. Let's continue a little more JDM and American Muscle. This just might turn into an elimination race, right? Oh, it just might. Because now we're racing the winners. Here we go. JDM challenging American Muscle. Can that little Honda CRX Ultra Hot keep it going? Whoa. 252, which is not that fast, but boy, those are paired up. 252.0 to 252.5. Very close race, y'all. That's the kind of the races we like. 2520, time to beat. Hope y'all having a good time watching these races. I know I'm having a good time racing them. 252.0. There we go. Gotta make sure to switch the lanes. 252.0. God. Not that fast of a time, but hey, a win's a win. 252.0. See what happens. Camaro rolling a 250.7, fighting back for American Muscle. Let's switch the lanes. See if the Honda has anything left in the tank. 250.7 for the Camaro. Good to see American Muscle fighting back with a little bit better time. Just had to warm up, I suppose. What you think? I think it just had to warm up. Here we go. 250.7 for the Camaro. Let's see what happens. JDM challenging American Muscle. Whoa, and then the Honda fights back. 250.2. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one heck of a race going on. They are flip-flopping, and it's looking like lane 1 is the preferred lane at the second. Golly. Usually it's lane 2 over here, but today it's lane 1. These two are just so even. So 250.2. JDM fighting back over the Camaro. Golly, what's this, round 5? We're getting deep, y'all. We're getting really, really deep. 250.2. Time to beat. Can the Camaro answer? I don't know if he got any time on his phone or not. Remember that? Remember when you had to pay for your cell phone by the minute? That was crazy times. But we lived it. 250.2. See what the Honda's got under the hood. Camaro rolls out a 250.9. It may win the race, well, won the round, but it did not win the race because it did not beat a 250.2. The Honda did. Camaro let me down, y'all. The Camaro let me down. So, JDM is back. JDM eliminated one of the American muscle cars. How sad is that? So, let's take the Nissan. Put him up against the Plymouth Duster. Let's keep racing. Let's keep rolling, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we are here. We got 2 proven winners on the track right now. If you follow my show, then you know this Nissan come from the 5-pack Nissan set. And that Plymouth Duster was just a single, but that red, white, and blue livery is very nice. JDM, American Muscle, showing off again, y'all. Ooh-wee. I hate to say it, I'm pulling for the Nissan in this one because I like that car. Oh, and he just got his butt handed to him. 2.471 by the Duster. How impressive is that? I think the Duster is back. The Duster is back, y'all. 2.49 isn't that bad, but it did not win the race. 2.471, time to beat. If the Duster's going to race like this, we will try him in the top 20. Let's try and race another round. Because fair is fair. JDM challenging American Muscle. 2.471. Impressive time. Plymouth Duster has woke up. Golly, here we go. God, that was... Look how close that was. 2.470. The Nissan just beat his time. But the Duster still got a 2.473. Ooh, 1 win apiece. Y'all know what that means. 2.470, time to beat. Just barely beat the Duster. 2.470 is now the time to beat. Does the Duster? Does it have what it takes under the hood to put down this JDM? They are 1 win apiece. These 2 cars are almost even. Dead even. Wow, what a race. 2.470. Here we go. Okay, Plymouth Duster 2.475. The Nissan got slower 2.48. That is very interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know the Nissan would fall off like that. Wow. Okay. 2.475 on the Duster. Wow, okay. I'm going to give this Nissan one more shot. 2.48. That is unlike this Nissan to run a 2.48. I'm very surprised at that. We're going to switch these lanes one more time. Even though we know the Duster's in there. 2.475. I mean, wins is wins. American Muscle took him out. 2.475. I just want to see what else that Nissan's going to do if it's going to keep falling off. No. He turned around and ran a 2.468 to run even faster. Y'all, we just got to keep things like they are. This is a winner for JDM, and that is a winner for American Muscle. 2.477. Wow, impressive. Impressive indeed. Okay. So, in the JDM challenges, American Muscle, JDM has officially won because their 5 cars stand tall. They stand tall. But the question is, does the Plymouth Duster have what it had? Does it have something under the hood to get into the top tiers? Let's try. Let's pull the gatekeeper first and be fair. You know what the gatekeeper is? Hot Wings. Love that metal bottom. That car is amazing for a fantasy car. Where did he go? There he is. Okay. Now we're going to run the Plymouth Duster and see if he can get by Hot Wings, which is the gatekeeper for our 30 to 44 gram weight class. Let's see. Plymouth Duster, what you got? Do you got something for the Hot Wings? Oh, he does. He answered. Yes, he does. 2483 to a 2505. So, Hot Wings in trouble, y'all. I done talked him up. 2483 for the Duster. He's fixing to dust off the Hot Wings. 2483 for the Plymouth Duster. Let's hear it for American Muscle. Oh, yeah. You know I'm a muscle car fan. About to take out a fantasy car that's been new to the block for about 3 weeks. But he's about to be taken out. 2483 by a Plymouth Duster. Oh, yeah, he just got took out. 2486. Consistency is the key to winning races. Well, goodbye, Mr. Hot Wings. You're going to join them over here in the not so impressive pile. Dang. So we got a Plymouth Duster back in the top 20. How far will he go? Let's sit him right here. All right, so he just took out the gatekeeper. Let's roll up to our Buick. Ultra Hot Buick Grand National Gold Ultra Hot wheels. Oh yeah, grill, headlights, nice tampos. What a beautiful car. Let's see if the Plymouth Duster can move on up from the bottom of the pile. Because you don't want to be at the very bottom, ladies and gentlemen. You want to be toward the top somewhere. Because as you just seen with Hot Wings, if you are at the bottom and you get beat, you're kicked out. So let's see. Will it be Duster? Or will it be a Grand National with that mean turbo? Let's see. Whoa, the Duster. Running down a 2466. How impressive is that? 2489, but a Grand National, not impressive at all. That car rolls really slick, but not fast enough. 2466. So far, the Duster's got it. He's going to take the Grand National down a notch. Wow. 2466. I didn't expect that. I thought the Grand National would put a stop to him with them Ultra Hot wheels, didn't you? I did. But what a race, ladies and gentlemen, on this hump day. Got the Plymouth Duster up in the top 20 again for the second time in its career. Let's see what he does with the second round. Oh, he just lost to the Regal. 2483. Well, now we have a new time. 2483. We have one win each. The Plymouth Duster will get one more shot. He's got to be the 2483 fair and square. In that lane, 2483. Or be behind the Grand National. But what a race, right? One win each. 2483, time to beat. What'd he get? What'd he get? Oh, a 2466. He definitely beat the 2483. Regal tried. He got a 2482, which is a tiny fraction bit faster. Not enough to stop the Dust Bunny Duster. Ha ha! Dust Bunny Duster. That's funny, right? All right, Grand National gets knocked down a notch, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see what we're doing here. Let's move everybody down because we know Hot Wings is out. And I had an open position right here anyways. So now the Regal's there where he should be. Let's see. We got Catwoman, got a Mustang. Let's jump all the way ahead to the faster than ever Nova Super Sport with that big block in there. Let's see what the FTE Nova's got to say to the Plymouth Duster today. This would be for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This would be for spot number 9, ladies and gentlemen. Plymouth Duster. Nova Super Sport going at it. Number 9 spot. We're going to shoot him on up ahead in top 10 if he can. No, Nova shuts him out with a 2481. That Duster ran slow. 2494. What is wrong with him? He just fell out. He gets one more shot at it. Nova set down a 2481. We've seen the Plymouth Duster go faster than that just a minute ago. 2481. Nova shutting him out. Is it Nova power or is it just bad nerves for the Duster? Let's find out. I don't know why he'd be intimidated. Plymouth Duster's a good call. 2481. Here we go. Can the Duster keep climbing or is he just going to stay where he's at? 2465, definitely the win, but the Duster did match the time, 2481. So by that rationale, that Plymouth Duster belongs right behind the Nova. By all accounts, it matched the time, so it got there. So we're going to have to bounce down. Y'all been watching my show, you know all about Catwoman. This is better known as the Governor. But Catwoman has been on this show almost from the very beginning. And she's falling down, y'all. Sad, sad. All right, we got to move some cars around because now we got... Matter of fact, let's go ahead and bring our Mustang over this way. We got to make some room. Because now we got Plymouth Duster next to the Dodge Viper. And the Super Sport Nova. Keeping him at bay. What y'all think? We got some proven winners sitting over here. Proven winners for show, for show. Let's see what else we can race. I want to race some more funny cars. How about y'all? We ain't done racing yet. We're only at the 58-minute mark. We're not done yet. Let's keep racing the top cars. All right. Funny cars. Now, last week, Bonneville and that Martin car did some switching around. Let's see what happens this week. Let's pull 4 and 5 in this heavier car class. That Martin Brothers car right there. Martin Racing. What a Firebird it is against another Ford Pro body style funny car. The Bonneville. Let's see who belongs in 4th and who belongs in 5th. We're going to see right now live. Whew. Firebird got him 2482 to a 2485. Talking about a close race. Woof. But the Firebird did win, and that's why he's in 4th. Let's give the Bonneville one more try. 2482. Time to beat. 2482. Hope everybody's having a good time watching this show. I'm having a good time bringing it to you. Hope everybody's having a very wonderful hump day. We got 2 more days to go, and we'll be at the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. We sure will. So far, Firebird's got him beat. 2482. That's the time. Here we go. A little funny car action. Wow, they were flying. 2470. The Bonneville answers back. Both of them ran faster. 2470 to a 2472. Wow, the Bonneville answers back. That will qualify for a third round. Now the time to beat is 247. Can this Firebird break out of 247 in the same lane that the Bonneville just beat him in? We're going to find out. 247 is the time for these two heavyweights. Here we go. Who belongs in fourth? Who belongs in fifth? 247 won by the Firebird, but he did not beat a 2470. Bonneville did. All right, so Bonneville is going to take back fourth position from this Firebird. After all, winning's winning, losing is losing. Now we can run second and third. This funny car is a new funny car on the scene. It's only been here a couple of weeks. Another Firebird. And we will pull number 2. This is the same Pontiac Firebird funny car that took a little trip to Elevation Diecast and came back and loosened up again, and boy is it winning. Back in second spot where it belongs. So what kind of times they running today? Firebird against Firebird. Whoa. Look at that, y'all. 2458. Nice. To a 2466. See, we know why this car is in second place, don't we? It'll run a 2458. That's why. Here we go. 2458 is the time to beat. We will switch the lanes. 2458 is the time to beat. Here we go, y'all. The last race of the night. Da-da-da. Whoa. 2443. Check that out. That is super fast. Okay, now we got a win each. And the new time to beat is 2443. We're going to have to go for another round, ladies and gentlemen. This Firebird's showing out. Now it's warmed up. 2443 to a 246. All right. 2443. What is up with our blue Firebird funny car? It is losing. It needs to roll a 2443 in this lane to keep his spot in second place, or he's going to fall out. 2443. Live right now before your very eyes, ladies and gentlemen. He did not beat the time. He got a 2458. Wow, did not beat it. Daggum. We had 2 more cars switch spots. Isn't that crazy? That is so crazy. Because now he's in second. And the blue has dropped on out. Oh yeah, I forgot to run the top dog, didn't I? I did. I forgot to run the top dog. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's do it. Number 2 and number 1. Hershey's. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da. Ford Pro body style. Known to be one of the fastest funny cars ever made. I think it's simply because the person at Mattel that built all of these Hershey's funny cars was a very happy person. So they're very fast. Just a theory. Here we go, y'all. Number 1 and number 2. Who's going to be the fastest? Two, 4, 4, 5 for the Hershey's funny car over a 2458. Not a bad race at all. Not a bad race at all. I talked up to Hershey's and he ran a good race. 2445. Time to beat. 2445. That's why the Hershey's car is top dog. 2445. Time to beat. Here's our last race of the night, y'all. Funny car, funny car. 2456 to a 2469. That's why the Hershey's car is always on top. Firebird almost fell completely out. He ran everything he had, but it just wasn't good enough to take top spot. That's kind of what I figured. I want to thank everybody for watching the show. Thank you for watching and joining in on the live. I sure do appreciate it. To everybody subscribe to the channel, thank you very, very much. We ran some new cars, and we had the JDM against American Muscle, and you boys and girls that like JDM, y'all got 5 solid race cars right there, without a doubt, because it took down all of these classic muscle. Boo! Oh well, it's the way it goes, y'all. Keep tuning in for those daily videos. JDM against American Muscle. There's your 32 Ford that's been keeping up the races. See y'all soon.